Welcome everyone to Chicago, Illinois for the second half of our doubleheader. Chicago House taking on Lansing City. This is the Futsal Champions Series. Lansing City at 3-1 going on the road to face a struggling Chicago House that has not had the season they expected so far. While the defensive woes have led Chicago to a winless record, Lansing's improved young players and some new pieces have launched them to a new level of play that we haven't seen before. Who's going to take the W tonight? Will it be Lansing getting one in the Windy City, or will Chicago House pull off a shocker at home for the fans? I'm Jared Kleppel, bringing you the action tonight here in Chicago as we finished up the women's portion of this just a little while ago. The women's Chicago House team maintaining control throughout the whole match in an 8-1 victory. And the second portion of that is right here, right now. Let's take a look at the starting lineups first for the home side. Chicago House, Escareno in goal. Vinny Da Silva, Ishmael Gomez, Luigi Marquez, and Vivero. Gianni Vivero will be their starting five. No Rafael Hernandez, you might notice, not in the starting five nor in the reserves. So we will not see him tonight. Perhaps the best talent on this Chicago House squad. For the Lansing City visitors, Castaneda in goal, Saltzman, Barney, Kleppel, and a newcomer for them in the starting lineup, Colin Winters, up at the pivot spot. You can see there, traveling light, only 5 bench players, one being goalkeeper Conrad Gonzalez. So they will only be running 2 lines tonight, and they are without some names that we typically see for their home matches. But with their away matches, the second one where there's been low availability, so starting to see a trend there for the Lansing City black and blue jerseys. They'll be going right to left. On your screen, the Chicago House camo green going left to right. As we see them there getting some final words from Coach Gil Da Silva as they look to turn around the season for the second half of the season. The first portion of the season not going the way that they had planned or even what was expected after what we saw in the summer games, the tour in Lansing, and the showcase, having some pretty solid performances. It was a short game, one of the running clock games against Olay, but they really should have won that game and given Olay the first loss in the FCS in all play. But so far this season, they're yet to get a win, looking for their first one tonight here at home. They do have possibly the hardest schedule in the league. Lots of talent on that team as we see the coin toss here. Luigi Marquez and Drew Barney captaining the teams today. So can Chicago get it done and find the W column for the first time here tonight? The story for Lansing City is they're at 3-1, looking for their third straight victory. And we've seen some very explosive and high-paced play from them this year. But today, looking a little bit thin, have a couple of new names, including that man right there, number 19, Colin Winters, who we have not seen in a Lansing City uniform until today. So we are set and ready for our third FCS match of the day. Third of 4 today. And Winters gets it going for Lansing City. So they look to get another win on the road and extend their winning streak to 3. Kleppel going down the line, left foot strike. And it's blocked by Marquez at the top of the arc. Kleppel puts it in. Nice left foot. Barney, tons of space for him. And Josue Escareno has to touch that out the outside of the post. And Saltzman will get things going on a corner. Tries to get it through to Kleppel. It's blocked by his own teammate. And now Chicago House the other way. Left foot. It's in. Chicago House open it up early. Vinny Da Silva on the board. Wow, really their first offensive possession gets by the outstretched leg of Ethan Castaneda. Buries it in the first minute of play, and Chicago House have the lead. One nothing here in Chicago. Possession for Chicago House. It's Vinny Da Silva. Winters facing him up, a left foot. Blocked this time by Castaneda. And now Kleppel will bring it out of the back. Wow, what a start for Chicago House, getting on the board in the first minute. Lansing City threatening here. Good defense there. Number 23, Ishmael Gomez, stepping up to kick it out. Kleppel to put it in. Little chip towards the back post, headed away. We'll roll over the touchline for a kick-in. Kleppel goes back to Castaneda. And now back to his foot. Barney on the far side. Back to Kleppel. Finds Barney in the middle. Slide tackle from Gomez. Keeps that one out. Barney will trot over to put it back into play. Finds Kleppel. Kleppel trying to go left. Slide from Marquez. Keeps it from going in, and Colin Winters nearly found a piece of that, but it was deflected out first. I believe that was Gianni Vivero who kept it out. Now Chicago House take over with a kick-in. Silva comes over. Gomez has it again. Luigi Marquez trying to provide space. Comes up in that pivot spot. Chicago House content. Possessing the ball, looking for a way forward. Showing patience down the line. Ishmael Gomez. It's not there. Down the line, blocked. Da Silva shot. Save, follow up. Marquez sends it wide. Lansing City make their first substitution. Beto Espinal trotting on the floor. Providing pressure is Winters. Little bump there on goalkeeper Josue Escareno. Now Gomez goes down the line. Ivan Serrano on the floor for Chicago House, number 20. And their first substitution of the match. Kleppel has it, trying to find space inside. Escareno blocks it. And the attempt forward under heavy pressure from Espinal. He'll win a kick-in for Lansing. Espinal has it. Looking for a turn. Will be a corner kick for Lansing City. Chicago now with it, looking down the line. And it's put out of play by Kleppel. Nice ball there into the pivot. Castaneda able to get it. Did he get his hand on it? Almost looked like it for a moment. Down goes another Chicago player. No whistle. It's a nice attack there, playing into the pivot. I think De Silva was involved in that play and got it back. 1v keeper, and Castaneda was able to take care of it. Now Kleppel inside, blocked by Escareno. Chicago House trying to get out quickly, and they will retain possession here. Chicago now working out of the back. Long diagonal. Doesn't quite connect. Lansing City will make another couple substitutions. Alec Ganas going up at the pivot spot. Benny Alashari also in. It's a giveaway for Lansing City, and Alashari gets it back. Couple walking it up now. Finding Ganas. Big touch, loses it. Gomez. Finds space, left foot. Great chance there for Ishmael Gomez. Could have doubled this lead for Chicago House. It was just off the mark after he found quite a bit of space there to take that shot. Now Kleppel walking it up. Under 15 to go. No pressure until the halfway line. Espinal down the line, poked away by Moises Mayanza. Excuse me, I think that's number 20, Ivan Sereno. Chicago on the attack. That ball came across in a dangerous spot, but it was Kleppel who was there. No attacker in sight. Brief 4v3 for Lansing City. Kleppel with a try. It's blocked at his foot. Now he has it again. Isolated on the near side. Gomez facing him up. Inching forward is Kleppel. Right foot, to Ganas, and just trying to deflect it and be a body for it to ricochet into goal, and it hit him, but didn't quite go the direction he wanted. Looks like we have a substitution on the far side that didn't quite go to the liking of the official. So now Escareno puts it into play. Holding up play is Gomez. Nice work on the turn. We're seeing some dangerous attacks for Chicago House early here in the first 5 minutes. Great turn there from Ishmael Gomez. Chicago House working possession in the attacking half. Cutting inside, shot blocked, and to the floor goes Espinal. That'll be the first foul of the match. Called against Chicago House. Saltzman back onto the floor for Lansing City. His pass intercepted. Thought he had it, but last touch by him, says the official. Here's number 5 for Chicago House, one of their new players. Gomez with space, just one to beat, and nothing he can do about it. Finding the back of the net once again is Chicago House, and they have 2 to their name. Deflected by Castaneda. Benny Alashari was there, but not much he could do except watch it fall into the back of the net. Vinny De Silva on the back post, making sure that one is going to find the back of the net. And Chicago House out to a 2-0 lead here with 13.5 remaining. Couple going down the line. Bumped off the ball. Ishmael Gomez will take over. Sees a few of the Chicago House players getting ready for probably their first action of the night. We're there on the bench as Barney tries to keep that one in. He can't. So Chicago House, the aggressor here so far tonight. As that one goes wide for Vinny De Silva. Lansing City playing out of the back. Castaneda goes long. It's over the head of number 19, Colin Winters. Here is Gomez. His try is blocked. Chicago House take over. Here's Gomez. Working in the back. He receives it back down the sideline. Now on the near side, number 5, Jethro Orlean. He wins a corner for Chicago House. A couple of new faces for the Chicago House squad. Jethro Orlean being one of them, and another one, number 14, you see on the screen right there, Sebastian Bueno. First time we've seen them all year. Oh, as this try from Gomez goes just a little bit wide. It feels like they are continuing to threaten this scoreline. Lansing City struggling here in the early goings. Barney down the line, left foot, shoots it well over the bar. A little skyrocket there from Drew Barney. One of the young Lansing City players that has shown so much maturity and growth, and particularly in the last year, has become a key player for this team among the starting 5 for Lansing City. Castaneda up to Kleppel at the pivot spot. He keeps it, goes back to Saltzman. Saltzman leaves it for Kleppel. Kleppel space to the left foot strike. Escareno's there, and Saltzman on the follow-up. Lansing City cut the deficit to 1. On the follow-up from David Saltzman. 2 Chicago House players there, including the goalkeeper. Able to get it by both of them and find the back of the net. And the lead goes down to 1 for Chicago House. They're on the attack here near the back post, and Castaneda keeps it from going in anywhere more dangerous than it already was. High pressure for Chicago House. Chip down the line to Espinal. Touch last by Chicago House to the surprise of Orlean. He has it here. Jethro Orlean. Transition opportunity. And thought that was a foul at first glance, but no call. Looked like Lansing might have got away with one there, but the official just a couple steps away from it. Maybe he saw something we didn't. And Kleppel's shot goes off the bar. That one didn't miss by much. Looking for the roof was Jeremy Kleppel. Halfway through the first, Chicago House with the 2-1 lead. Coming out with potency on the attacking side. Lansing City responding and getting on the scoreboard. Ball into Alec Ganas. Still holding it up. Double comes. Trying to spin out of it. No. Transition the other way. Save from Castaneda. Yordi Mosquera. Another new face for Chicago House. Was the one who had the try. And it was a good one. So 3 new faces here for Chicago House that we have not seen all year. Perhaps making some changes, as that one's played well out of bounds. Definitely not where he wanted to go with that one. Lansing City take over possession. Charlie Nunez trying to go down the line. Left foot not there. But he does win a corner for Lansing City. Corner for Lansing City. The second attempt will be wide of the net. Escareno puts it back into play. Chicago House working out of the back. High man pressure from Lansing City. Saltzman nearly wins it. Charlie does. Left foot off the post. Ganas trying to finish. He goes down. And he does get the call. It came late. And Saltzman goes quick, and Kleppel is upset. Whistle's blowing. And I believe the officials are calling it back. That was not, must not have been a situation where he could go quickly. Not exactly sure what the official was saying, but I think perhaps it has to do with what was transpiring, the players on the floor. Not sure, but here comes a shot from Kleppel, blocked by Escareno, and he receives cheers from the crowd. I mean, that's no easy task to face that close of a try from the likes of Jeremy Kleppel. He has it here, bringing it across the halfway line. Gomez facing him up. 2 defenders blocking it. Ball's in the air. Saltzman trying to get on it, but it's De Silva who ends up with it. Given away. Kleppel tries to go down the line. Blocked. 2v1. Miss hit. The follow-up blocked. Chicago House nearly get number 3 here on that transition opportunity. Mayanza was a part of it. De Silva was a part of it. Couldn't quite find the back of the net. as Gomez goes wide, and he was one of those players up there in the mix as well in that last attack by Chicago House. And again, we see low pressure from the camo green. Kleppel brings it inside, got a little pick. Ball's poked away, and Castaneda comes up and just clears it out. Put back into play by Moises Mayanza. Vinny De Silva with it. Ball played out. Stolen by Colin Winters. Here's Drew Barney. Trying to find Winters, and it's blocked out for Lansing City corner. Barney puts it into play. Trying to turn. Just off the mark for number 19, Colin Winters. A new face for Lansing City. You see him right there. Made his way into the starting lineup for tonight's match. Lansing City looking a little thin on the bench. Only 4 bench players plus a backup goalkeeper. Traveling light today. Down by 1 with 7:40 to go in the first. This ball inside. Not on the same page. Gomez thought it was not going to be for him, and his teammate thought he was going to get it. High press now for Chicago House. Nice turn there from Beto Espinal. Can he finish? No. Josue Escareno stepping up, making the body save. Good activity from him to come off his line. Now Chicago House with their own attempt on the counter. And toe poke goes wide from Gomez. Ball up to Ganas, holding play up. Try to find Benny Alishari. Josue Escareno well out of his net, disrupting that play. And now here comes the corner for Lansing City. Espinal, Ganas, and Kleppel wait for it. Alishari to put it in. Tried to find Ganas, blocked. Chicago the other way with pace. De Silva with the try. Nearly goes out of play, but Castaneda keeps it in. He goes short to Espinal. Espinal up to Ganas. Ganas turns. Shielding the ball down the line. Kleppel keeps it in. Ganas with the overlap inside. Dangerous spot. But Vinny De Silva was there. That try from Lansing City goes out of play. Will be a kick in for Chicago House. Here's number 9, Daniel Maguion. Another new name for the Chicago House squad. Number 9. As Gomez try to put one over in the direction of Jacob Chelinski. It goes by him and out for a restart through the hands of Castaneda. Castaneda running out of time as Lansing City was substituting and just throws it up and out of play. Gomez again with it. Nunez facing him up. Nice little dump there to De Silva, and the slide from Saltzman keeps it from going any further. Lansing City pressuring and winning possession just for a moment, and they do have the kick in here. Saltzman takes it. He has Kleppel. Into the middle. Finding space, left foot, and off the deflection, it will be just a little bit wide. Kleppel put into the mix off the head of Saltzman. Wow. You don't see that too often in futsal. A header off a corner. Saltzman nearly got it. Just a little bit off frame. As we get our first timeout of the match, called by Chicago House. Currently with that 2-1 advantage. With 5.5 to go. Today's match is brought to you by Ally Marketing. If you're looking for a partner in the marketing space that treats you more like a friend rather than a number in their checkbook, go to allymarketing.us and check out Ally Marketing, the official marketing partner of the FCS. Ally Marketing, let's be friends. See Lansing City there with that 1-goal deficit, talking things over. See what they can do in this last portion of the first half. Chicago House coming out with those 2 early goals. And I've since seen their lead halved, but not without potency on the offensive side. Chip in from Kleppel looking for Barney. Couldn't quite connect. And it hasn't just been the offensive side for Chicago House tonight. Either their defense looks much more solid than we've seen recently. As Vinny De Silva tries to go down the line. Gomez working with Vinny De Silva. And Chilinsky as well. Now number 9, Maguion. That one stolen by Saltzman. He tries to go quick and just couldn't quite get the ball under his foot. David Saltzman, one of those high work rate, high intensity players. You always know is going to give his 110% every time he's on the floor. Couple tries to go down the sideline, blocked by the defensive Daniel Maguion. Here comes the kick in. Barney left foot in the direction of Winters. Deflected out for a kick in. Barney puts it into play near the top of the arc. Back to him. And his left foot try goes well wide of the mark. Chicago House in the back. Here's Ishmael Gomez. Seems like he's hardly seen the bench tonight. Possibly been playing the whole time so far. Vinny De Silva as well has seldom seen a break. Looking for a way forward. Up in the pivot spot is Gomez. The ball's going to come his direction, but Saltzman's there. Finding Kleppel. Kleppel toe poke blocked by De Silva. Will be a corner for Lansing City. Barney finding Saltzman in an awkward position, and now Chicago House the other way. Nearly. Oh, did it find the back of the net? Yes! Chicago House get goal number 3 on the transition. And it's Ishmael Gomez once again with the finish, the toe poke to that far post after the clearance wasn't there. And Lansing City give up goal number 3. As Gomez finds the back of the net once again. Hardly any reaction from him. You can tell he is all about the business tonight. Huge work rate for Gomez tonight. Being a huge part of this Chicago House 3-1 lead and effort in the first half. Espinal goes down, wants a foul, not going to get one. Gomez trying to turn, muscles his way back onto the ball. Looking for space, poked away, but to the direction of De Silva. He has a try, and Castaneda keeps it from going through. 2:40 remaining in the first. Lansing City now with possession, down 2. Couple pushed off the ball and draws a foul, number 3 of Lansing City. So we see Kleppel and Orlean there. And that's the second timeout of the half, this time called by Lansing City. Down 2 with about 2.5 remaining in the first. They'll talk things over. If you're enjoying the action so far, join us for the third half live podcast every Thursday at 8 p.m. on YouTube Live. We talk about all things FCS, including I would say we're close to halfway through the season now. And the mention of the word playoffs is starting to come around. We often have guests on the show as well from around the league, so join us next Thursday at 8 p.m. A quick update for action around the league. The other match that's happening right now, Olay hosting Shoreline City. 8 minutes to go in the first. 0-0 the scoreline there. So off the free kick, Kleppel tries a little chip and deflected out of play. Last touched by Winters. Direct into the pivot. They go. It's Mosquera. Now here is number 15, Luigi Marquez. Possession and rotation here in the back for Chicago House. Down goes Marquez. Excuse me, that's Mosquera. Fights. Chicago House win it back. That was number 14, Bueno. And they have a kick in with 2 minutes to go and ball not on the line, so it will be turned over to the possession of Lansing City. Couple goes down the line. Drew Barney finds Saltzman. Back to Barney. Inside. Can't quite keep it. Fighting to get it back. Out of bounds. Last touch by Chicago House. Kleppel gets by one. And he's hit to the floor for the 4th foul of Chicago House. Kleppel stands over. He's got Saltzman to his left. Winters in front of him. And Drew Barney also in front. Couple runs up. Looks like it was going in the direction of Winters, but it's over his head. Escarano to put it back into play. Finds Sebastian Bueno. Chicago get things going. They turn it over. Wow, that one was way closer to something dangerous than I originally expected, and might have been going over anyways, but Josue Escarano wasn't going to take any chances. So that clearance from Castaneda ends up in a corner kick for Lansing City here with 1:26. And a couple whistles from the official. Looks like they're speaking with a couple players going on in the middle. Couple's got his hands up looking towards the bench maybe. Not sure, but the corner kick will be taken once again. Whistle blows, and here we go. Inside! Wow! They found the back of the net. I think maybe that one's credited to Saltzman. The toe poke at the near post, and it just wasn't handled well by Escarano. Finds the back of the net. Maybe just didn't quite expect it there. As we see it again. Yeah, just didn't quite protect that near post. Kind of caught him off guard, and Lansing City cut this lead down to 1 with a minute to go. Heavy pressure from Chicago House. Barney stays with it. Saltzman with it. 50 seconds. Barney gets tripped up, and that will be 5 fouls for the home side. Only 46 seconds remaining for them to pick up any more. It's a slight discrepancy between the clock on your screen and the clock in the arena. 49 seconds on that arena clock. As Kleppel stands over this one, you see Barney over to his right. 2 in the wall. He finds Barney, left foot, Escarano with the save off his knee. Sebastian Bueno to put it in. Working with Luigi Marquez. Marquez goes down the line. Hit out a play by Kleppel. And Marquez does not do what is necessary for that ball to be put into play. I think the ball might have been off the line or rolling. You see Kleppel and the official share a little smile there. .26 seconds to go. Ivan Sereno to put this one into play. Down the line. Out to the other side. Here's Yordi Mascara. Looking to go to the back post for Luigi Marquez. Didn't quite make it to him, but kicking for Chicago House here with 10 seconds to go. Bueno. He's able to keep it under heavy pressure. Chicago House looking for an opportunity. Looked like they wanted a foul there near the end, but no whistle. And we head to the locker room with a score of 3-2. Chicago House on top at the half. In the first 20 minutes of play. We're going to send you to a quick ad break, and we'll be back for halftime thoughts, the Ally Marketing halftime show, and the second half. That's coming up here on FCS Live. Don't go anywhere.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Go into the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Nice run out of here at Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league. And he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champions Series on FCS Live.
Sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah, Blanco touched it. Did you hear me say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off.
Welcome to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. Ally Marketing, let's be friends.
Welcome, everyone, to the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. I'm Jared Kleppel at the half. Chicago House up 3-2 at home, performing very well, actually really being the aggressor in this one at halftime in Chicago. The second half of our doubleheader. This is kind of what I was seeing here in this first half. You know, Chicago House, one of the stories has been the season hasn't gone the way that they have wanted it to. And one of the reasons has been defensively, they have struggled and they've given up things that you really can't afford to give up. And they've had not only, we're without a win, but also some big losses that are just really tough to take, emotionally and as a team. But all throughout the year, we've seen potential for something better. We've seen talent that could be there for them, and we're seeing some of that today. We actually are just about to start the second half, so we're going to transition right into the second half as we complete the Ally Marketing Halftime Show. For the Lansing City side, I think they don't look like the normal Lansing City team that we've seen. They are traveling light today, and that could have a potential impact. I mean, a lot of players that we usually see, but that's something that every team faces. It's not unique to Lansing City or even just this game. That's something that is experienced by all the teams across the FCS, player availability, but they've been able to stay in it. They've had a lot of chances, keeping Chicago House to be defensive in lots of ways, but here they have an opportunity, a little chip. Ishmael Gomez nearly had it. Vinny De Silva was saying, why didn't you pass it to the far post? Chicago House nearly get one here early in the second half. One thing that we've seen from them, their defensive effort has been much improved from what we've seen this year. They've been handling the punches that have been thrown their way and currently have the 1-goal advantage. Couple now goes down the line looking for Colin Winters, and it's not there for them. Luigi Marquez now with it. Tries one from long range, and I think Castaneda got a finger on it, so it will be a corner for Chicago House. Looks like we're trying to either go get the ball that was sent a long ways or find another one. And De Silva will take the corner for Chicago House. Little pick and some space for Ishmael Gomez. He sends it over the bar. So we see Jacob Derby, addition to the coaching squad of Lansing City, present tonight. Normally we see Coach Matt Alashari, but he was unavailable for tonight. And Jacob Derby, part of the new additions that we've seen across both sides tonight, really. Lansing City with a new name, and Chicago House with 3 or 4 new names. And perhaps the most notable is one that's missing for Chicago House. No Rafael Hernandez this whole night. He has shown himself to be one of the top players on their team. He is not present tonight. Kleppel bringing it up the floor. De Silva facing him. Now Barney. Space down the side. Wow, nearly hit into goal by Gomez, but his keeper was there. And still Josue Escareno in net for Chicago House. No keeper changes for either side. Castaneda will go long in the direction of Alec Ganas. Still fighting for it at the foot of Barney. Nice ball there from De Silva. Opportunity here. The pass is behind De Silva, and he can't quite get it on frame. See the Lansing City players there getting a rest. It's only 4 court players on the bench there for this Lansing City team. However, it was in the first half we saw number 23 Ishmael Gomez for Chicago House being the one that probably could get the most tired, as he saw the floor for probably 95% of the half. As Kleppel's try is collected by Josue Escareno. Oh, flick on there from Marquez. Gomez had stopped running. Could have connected there had he kept going. Now another ball into Ganas, trying to hold it up. Ishmael Gomez to take it away. Still got it. They go down. Al-Ashari is able to get it to Ganas, but taken away by Chicago House. Oh, giveaway. Benny Al-Ashari, he goes down, and that's going to be, I think it's going to be a card for Ishmael Gomez. Indeed. And you can see the Chicago House bench there. Ramon Hernandez unhappy with the call. Will be Beto Espinal who steps up to take it. He's got Ganas on the post. Benny Al-Ashari kind of sneaking up. Charlie Nunez in there as well. What can Lansing City do here? Espinal goes for goal, and it's over the top. See Coach Gil Da Silva as well there for Chicago House, the tandem of 2 coaches, one on either side of the bench. Over there on the far side that was Marquez, who had a try off his right foot, but it went wide. High press now for Chicago. Kleppel forcing them backwards. Space down the line, left foot across the middle, and Ishmael Gomez is there. Another corner for Lansing City. Don't have that stat being taken, but they've had quite a few corners tonight. Shows one of the markers of where the ball has been a lot. Even though there's been dangerous chances for Chicago House, many have come off of a transition of some kind. Like this, Vinny Da Silva can't get by the slide tackle of number 17, Jeremy Kleppel. Da Silva goes backwards. Escareno up to the pivot spot, off the mark, at the foot of Ganas. Has a chance, 1v keeper. Escareno on the collision, making sure Ganas is okay. And I think Ganas is unsure why it wasn't a corner. I was puzzled as well. But it will be restarted by Escareno. Still 3-2, Chicago House with the 1-goal advantage. You see Lansing City there making a change or two. No goals so far in the second half. Gomez looking into the pivot. It's blocked. Kleppel poked away from him. Benny Al-Ashari finding Espinal. And the defense of Chicago House enough. But the follow-up, it's there. Off the corner, quickly taken. Colin Winters, first game in a Lansing City uniform. First goal as well. Most players, even some of the offensive players, just kind of walking into position. And Beto Espinal saw Winters coming up, and he just slots it into the side net. Not quick enough on the recovery for Chicago House. Colin Winters makes the score line even. 3 apiece here in Chicago. The Windy City. Try there into the outside side net. Did it take a deflection? Yes, is the referee. Yordi Mascara was the one on the try. Now Ishmael Gomez facing up his man, space to the right. And his try back to the near post. Didn't miss by much, and it was deflected by Lansing City, so another corner for Chicago House. Trying to respond after Lansing City drawing the game just moments ago. And that ball from Gomez, you can see the frustration on his face there. But he has been nothing but incredible for the Chicago House team tonight. He's played so many minutes as Colin Winters gets hit and goes down, and looks like he took a shot to the back of the head. The Chicago House bench was not happy about the call. It was tough to see from the angle that I had. Clear, it looks like Winters was bothered by the contact. That'll be the second foul of Chicago House, and they're going to make him take a seat. Most recent goal scorer for this Lansing City squad, Colin Winters. And Lansing City will have a free kick and essentially a kick-in spot, but Kleppel's there and looked like he was going in the direction of the goal, and Castaneda has to come out. Off the deflection, Chicago House looking to go to goal. Castaneda there to stop it before it happened. De Silva with the turn, trying to find space inside, forced backwards. House still with possession. Nice movement there. Pass in and got it right back was Mascara. And he'll walk up to take the corner as well. His coaches, Ramon and Gil, sorting out their current lineup. And here comes the corner off the post for number 15, Sebastian Bueno. Off the corner. Wow. So close on that corner try, and Kleppel and Saltzman not on the same page. They turn it over. Here's Mascara. De Silva kind of setting a little screen there, pushed aside. Now Yordi Mascara. Got De Silva to his right. Goes to him. De Silva with it. Faced up by Ganas. Now Mascara. Ivan Serrano to his left, providing support. Goes into De Silva. Down goes De Silva, left foot. And I believe Alec Ganas is going to be whistled for the first foul of the half against Lansing City. It will be Yordi Mascara standing over it. One-man wall. One on the near post. Castaneda in place. Off the wall. Mascara collects. Ball in. Saltzman gets around him. Nice moves from him, but good defense there to stop the transition attack. Saltzman puts it into play. Both players putting their hands down. And De Silva thought that was theirs, but goes in the way of Lansing City, and off the kick in. Barney connecting with Kleppel, and it's off the mark. Not by much. .13 to go. Sebastian Bueno gets it back, sends it over the bar, working with Yordi Mascara. Castaneda goes long, looking for Ganas, but not able to connect up with him. Escarino plays it in. Orlean working in the back. Good movement from Chicago House. Trying to find an opening forward, still in their defending half. Tie game, 3 apiece. Only 1 goal in this half, and it belongs to Lansing City. Space here, toe poke. Misses wide, was number 14, Sebastian Bueno. See him there, Sebastian Bueno, one of the new faces for this Chicago House squad. Facing up in defense against Jeremy Kleppel, who walks it up the floor. Goes to the ground. Kleppel gets by the second. To Barney. Back to Kleppel. Back to Barney. Trying to get on his left foot inside. Still working with it. And Chicago House gets it away. Out in transition. Ball to the other side. Now back here. At the near post, well wide for number 20, Ivan Sereno. Nice ball into Penny Alashari. Got over his defender, but couldn't quite keep it at his foot. Now Sereno. Back to Mascara. Seen some stretching going on near the Chicago House bench. Wonder if it's Ishmael Gomez with how much he's been playing. But they don't need him on the floor to score. Ball in from Jethro. Orlean takes a deflection off of Kleppel. And Chicago House take the lead once again. They have yet to trail today. They have led by as many as 2, and currently, with just under 11 to go, they regained the lead. A tight one here in Chicago. Here is Kleppel now. Down the line, trying to find space. Into a dangerous area, but held onto by Josue Escareno. Very important there for him to hang on to it, as I think Colin Winters of Lansing City was looming. Espinal gets whacked. Into the floor he goes for foul number 3. Helped up by Yordi Mascara. Couple of little chip. Headed on. Winters trying to fight for it. Can they keep it down there? Chicago House still with it. No. And inside, Winters, his try is blocked on the defensive effort from number 9, Daniel Maguion. Here he is again. Can he stay with it? No. Kicked away and last touched by Lansing City. Possession belongs to Chicago. 10 minutes to go in this one. 1 goal advantage for Chicago House. And a tight one. Based on how the season has gone, Many would have thought that this one would not have been this close, but here we are. Up to the Peebles spot, looking for a return. Jordi Mascara gets the ball poked away. Lansing City make a change. Here is Orlean. Looking for a way forward in the back has Ivan Sereno. Oh, this one in a dangerous spot. Wow, Ivan Sereno couldn't put it away. Wow. That one was bouncing around just meters from the goal. Sereno not quite able to knock it in. Castaneda there. Good chance there from Kleppel and Espinal. But now the other way. Orlean on the header. He gets the follow-up. And his second goal, extending the lead to 2 for Chicago House. Oh, how about that? He has the opportunity, the save, and the header afterwards. And Kleppel trying to get back. Can't do anything about it. And Jethro Orlean increases the lead to 2. Lansing City trying to get one back. Charlie Nunez not able to get on that. And this matches the largest lead of the day for Chicago House. They led 2-0 for much of the first half. And in this second half, Lansing City drew even at 3 apiece before Chicago scored 2 unanswered. Sereno on the defensive win. Another try. Doesn't miss by much. I think that was Jordi Mascara, who will trot to the bench after that attempt. Kleppel brings it across the half line. Ganas, Saltzman, Barney on the far side. 2 defenders hovering around Kleppel. Barney goes back to Kleppel. Gomez in front of him. Down the line. Kleppel inside. Ganas is there. Barney on the toe poke. It goes just wide, and Ganas can't deflect it in. On a good offensive attack for Lansing City. They have 7:15 to get back even. Here's Orlean, scorer of the 2 goals in this half that have increased this Chicago lead. He has another chance here. Castaneda makes the save. Ganas up the floor and eventually met by Escareno out for a corner. Saltzman to take it. Finds Kleppel up at the half line. Space for Kleppel, left foot, blocked. Out for a kick in. We've seen a lot of that from Kleppel tonight. Trying to punch his way through this Chicago House defense. Flick into Ganas, gets his head on it, but Chicago House with possession. Ivan Sereno beats one. Saltzman looked like he got his hand on it. Wow, the crowd is going ballistic. That really looked like a handball on the slide. But no call from the official. Saltzman goes down. Play continues. Barney tries to go down the line, but dribbles it out of bounds. Quickly back into play goes Chicago House. Taking a look at the replay here in our studio. No, actually, we did not get that one on replay. Wow. Certainly looked like Saltzman caught it with his hand on the slide. And you could hear the fans erupt as they thought the same thing. Here's Ishmael Gomez. Working inside, gets it back. A nice chance there. Just puts it up a little bit high and wide. He's been a vital piece to Chicago House tonight. It's not his first game. He's been an impact player either. As Kleppel tries to beat him down the line, and Gomez is able to get a piece of it out for a corner. Referee will back up Gomez and restart play. Kleppel just whacking it into the mix. Ends up being another corner. It will be Colin Winters to take it. So not only Lansing City traveling thin tonight, but several key players you usually see not here as this one comes across in the direction of Escareno and just cleared out by Orlean. No Jack Fisher today, no Diego Bobadilla, no Alessandro Blanco, who's been huge for them as this ball comes across to the far post in the direction of Colin Winters, but poked away before it could get to him. Kleppel with a try, blocked by Josue Escareno. Chicago trying to get out in transition. Lansing City pressuring. Long diagonal, Castaneda comes up. Kleppel with it. Here is Espinal. Leaves it for Barney. Now Kleppel again. 4:30 left. 2 goals needed for City. Shot from Kleppel deflected and out for a kick-in. Oh, corner from Barney. Almost found Winters. Did take a deflection, but it's given to Chicago House. Nearing the 4-minute mark here in Chicago. Chicago House with a 2-goal advantage, looking for their first victory of the year. After suffering 5 losses to start the season, including some heavy hitters. And tonight, looking for their first W in front of their home fans. Orlean was looking for a hat trick as well. He's been their goal scorer this half. Now here is Kleppel. Gets his shot through to Escareno. Barney tries to put it back into play and hits it over the end line. 3:13 left. Chicago House can smell that first victory in a match that many probably did not consider them as competitors. Here's Sereno. Working through, had space for a moment, but Lansing City defense on it. Can't get out of there yet. Ball bouncing around. Comes to Vinny Da Silva. He wanted to find Luigi Marquez, but not quite on the same page. Timeout. Lansing City with just under 3 to go. A 2-goal deficit for the visitors. As they chat about what their plan is here for the next few minutes. If you've been enjoying the first 2 halves of this game, join us for the third half. Every Thursday at 8 p.m., live podcast here on the FCS Live YouTube channel. We talk about all things going on around the league. It's every Thursday at 8 p.m. live here on the YouTube channel. The third half podcast. Lansing City calling this timeout, trailing by 2. And Chicago House trying to complete this match and get their first win on the year and breathe some life back into their season. And what a big one it would be to get that over a Lansing City squad that has looked very dangerous this year. Now this Lansing City squad did travel pretty light and are missing some key players, but regardless, it would be a big win for the camo green Chicago. Corner kick off the initial play for Lansing City. Asking once again to get backed up is Chicago House. And now the whistle. Coming across, blocked by Escareno. Still bouncing around. Saltzman fighting for it, not a play. Klopp will put it back into play. For Lansing, it's Saltzman, Alishari, Kleppel, and Ganas. Saltzman has it here. Alishari has it here. Going to get it by Escareno. Chicago House threatening to add one to the mix. Saltzman blocks it inside the arc. De Silva will put it into play. 2-goal cushion for the Chicago House team. Going down the line was Alishari. Gomez keeps him from going any further. And he blocks the one into play. And they'll put this one back into play as well. Actually, no, it'll be Sereno as their 4 count begins. So the official will back up the Lansing City defender, and now on 2 in the count. Chicago House restarts. Nearing just 2 minutes to play. If Lansing City are going to get back into it, they have to go now. Kleppel brings the ball up the floor. Ganas in the middle. Saltzman to his right. Kleppel has to slide to keep this one in play. And it's going to be a 2v keeper. Chicago House add to their lead. And surely that will be enough to get them to the finish line. And complete the stunner at home. Now with a 3-goal advantage, less than 2 to play. Lenny De Silva, the one who completes that play. Finding the back of the net. And Chicago House surely that will be enough to defend home floor. Get their first win and hand Lansing City their 2nd loss of the year. Still a minute 49 to play. 3 goals is quite a lot in that amount of time. Kleppel trying to get one early at the near post. Escareno deals with it. He's had some critical saves tonight. Here comes the corner. Barney off the corner. Ganas! He got it! He found the back of the net! Wow. Came through the Barney. He put it through. I think it touched Ganas on the way in. Got by Escareno and one of the Chicago House defenders. So the lead is now 2. That is a good start if you're Lansing City trying to get back into the match. A very quick goal after the timeout. They will have to continue with the urgency. Off the back right post goes Gomez. 1:15. Kleppel bringing it up the floor. Trying to find space. Finds Barney. Barney trying to create something as well. Well defended by Vinny De Silva. Kleppel stepping up, thought he had a deflection there, but out for a restart from Escareno. We're under a minute to play. Chicago House trying to hang on to this 2-goal lead and get their first victory in regular season FCS play here at home in front of their home fans. Really don't need to create anything forward, just need to waste some time. And that's exactly what Gomez is doing. Lansing City, of course, high pressing, forcing the ball to be hit out of play. 31 seconds to go. Chicago House get it back. Looking to increase the lead once again. Castaneda makes the save at the edge of his arc. Window closing for Lansing City. Ball is chipped. Comes to Gomez. Castaneda collects. Tries to find Kleppel, and it's not there for him. 15 seconds to go. And I think Chicago House know that this one's going to go their way. $11 seconds to go now. You see the Chicago House bench ready to celebrate this one as the final 3-2. Got to stop at 2. Final 2 seconds. Tick off the clock, and Chicago House triumph over Lansing City 6-4. Getting their first win in the season, but also in regular season FCS play. They breathe life into their postseason hopes, and perhaps this is the game that turns around their season. Halfway through the year, and they get a victory. They have some big ones yet to play. They'll play Lansing City again in Lansing. And they will see Midwest again. And the other two on their schedule is Detroit and Innovation. And for Lansing City, it's a disappointing result and one that you didn't see coming, perhaps. But lots of absent, I shouldn't say lots, but several absent players and some key ones as well. They definitely looked different tonight. Not the Lansing City that we have seen much of this year. But that's how this one wraps up. Chicago House wins it 6-4. And if you want to watch some more futsal, head over to our channel and find the other live match that's going on. It's Shoreline and Olay in a tight one. It's 2-2 with 6 minutes to go. So head over there and watch that one. Coming down to the wire, Olay have not yet lost in FCS play since they joined last year. They have not lost a game. And Shoreline are pushing them to the limit. All tied up at 2 apiece. That's going to do it for our broadcast here tonight. For Chicago House, it is Smiles, and they are excited to take home the victory. I'm Jared Kleppel along with the rest of the FCS Live production team. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys in the next one. Good night. We're ticking down to the final moments. Shoreline City trying to put something together. Aldoni Mendez, he's sealing off Hasevic's toe poke, finds the back of the net. Shoreline's up by 1 with a minute to play.
Wow, Aldoni Mendez just showing his intelligence to shield the ball, to not let Hasevic come through, and just to prevent, I mean,